All right, welcome back in. We're so glad you're joining us here in the hour. It's all about the Leg Master, back by popular demand. Last visit, we completely sold out of the Leg Master. We brought it back, and I've got to tell you, we've actually made sure to bring even more stuff for you by customer request. So coming up here in the hour, we've got the Gym Magic. You can quite literally work everything from head to toe, and it's super quiet. You look at this design, you'll see it in just a moment. That's the Leg Master there. That's actually the stepper that we're seeing in the shot as well. So you can actually bundle it together with the Showstopper. And it allows you to get even more of that amazing feeling going through the legs, the thighs, and even the pelvic floor. So the Gym Magic, though, it is a beautiful rod. We're gonna see that on your screen right there. And you can even do Pilates, you can do yoga workouts, you can do stretches, you can even do pull-ups. It's really everything you need to do all in one. I think even Fiona was doing like over 100 exercises with this one very device, which really is magic. For under $20, put it on 2-inch for easy pays. It's coming up here in the hour. It's been a top seller, but let's kick it off. We've got the Today Showstopper here, back by popular demand. And I'm gonna tell you, if you've got 60 seconds, which I know you do, you have 60 seconds and you have a lot of time for the Leg Master. What you're gonna be doing is firming up the legs, the thighs, the inner thighs, and then the pelvic floor. How many of us maybe went to a class, we've heard about it on YouTube, and we know we have to strengthen it up? Now you can do it in 60 seconds, thanks to the Leg Master. This is the brand new, I would say, innovation, because your husband, Fiona Summers, is the inventor. So you're always making it and improving it and making it so much better. And to get it home, 4-inch risk-free easy pays, $20.49. Whisper quiet, and I can feel it working.
Immediately, yes. I think that's the secret to the success, is that you can feel it immediately.
Yes.
This was invented for me by my husband. Thank you. Many, many years ago, nearly 3 decades ago. I've had 5 children.
Yes.
Time poor, allergic to the gym.
Okay,
And
fair
I said,
enough.
Come on, invent something for me that is gonna be miraculous. It's gonna help energize me, burn some calories, make me look great after having had 5 children. Take back control of that pelvic floor, because I hadn't done exercises and I didn't quite know how to even do those Kegel exercises, but just make me feel and look and just be a better person, but in microscopic amount of time. And he came back with the Leg Master.
Genius.
And honestly, the first time I got on it, I held the handlebar, I literally did 9 repetitions, and I got off it and I went,
Let's try it off.
I mean, I kind of said a minute a day.
Could you feel it right here?
Yeah, right in 9 repetitions. But he said, don't worry, this is going to help you in so many ways.
Yeah.
Every day, just do 1 more. Maximum 60 seconds. And you know what? It transformed my life.
Yes.
And I just said, you know what, Neil, I'd like to go around the world. I want to spread the news. So actually, it's not too late. There is something you can do. And you get huge amounts of benefits.
You sure do.
Such a small amount of time.
And this is our Today Showstopper price, best offer and value of the day here. We're looking at 4-inch risk-free easy pays of $22.49. Now we're gonna look at a closer look here on how it works, because this is really the magic. Do you see that incline? Talk to us about that here, Fiona.
That is where the magic is. It is lateral movement. It's drawing the legs in, very different to everything else we do, the walking, the cycling, but look at the muscles it's activating, toning, strengthening. Big muscles, these are important muscles for stability. Maybe you're aging and just getting up and out of the sofa is a little challenging, getting in and out of a car, and it's stopping you doing things. Maybe, you know, the sun is out here in Toronto and you're putting on those shorts and thinking, my legs didn't look like this last year. What are we going to do about it? So maybe it's trimming and slimming and toning, or maybe it's stability, mobility, balance. Maybe it is that pelvic floor. Maybe you're saying, don't make me cough, don't make me laugh, or you're having those oops moments. Maybe it's just you just want to feel more energized. Maybe it's just you want to burn calories. There's a huge amount of benefits that doesn't matter which one of those you might be wanting. You get the whole lot, whether you like it or not.
You do, and I've got to tell you, you know, over 1,100 orders have been placed, so congratulations. I know we sold out the first time you came here to air, so you brought it back to us by popular demand, and this is your opportunity to pick it up on 4-inch risk-free easy pays, $22 and change. Take a look at Fiona. I'm going to step off here. Fiona, you keep on going. Whisper quiet.
No electricity.
We can have a conversation. That's a good point, you know. How many times have the electricity gone out? The AC bus busted and everything just goes out the door. I live in a condo, so if one thing goes out, the whole entire building goes out. So here's the thing, you got something that doesn't have to run on batteries. You can use this, it's 60 seconds a day, that's all. And you get that pelvic flooring, which is so important here. And then take a look here, you can even see that incline here. I think we have a demo. Do we have a demo?
Yeah, actually, if I walk over here,
yeah, let's go on over. We're going to show you that.
It's
Come on over with
important
us.
to see how it does, you know, give us such great benefits. There is this small curve here. It's like a 9-degree curve.
Okay.
Okay, here we are. We're coming in. There we go. So big, safe platforms here. But as you draw your legs in, as soon as you move in, you're coming up this small curve here. And that is where the magic is. You're using internal muscles, abdominal muscles, stomach muscles, pelvic floor muscles. What are the pelvic floor muscles? Literally 4 muscles that support the bladder. It's the inner thigh, it's the outer buttock, but there are over 200 leg muscles in your legs that keep you stable, that keep you balanced so you don't fall as you age.
Yes.
And just this magical curve of lifting your whole body weight up it every time you pull in is what is engaging some really important but hard to reach muscles. We also have what is going on inside. I absolutely love this. Obviously, aesthetics and how we look and feel are important. But have a look at this. This is a thermology test we did in Australia. On the left-hand side is inactivity. The person standing on the leg master, the black cross is the upper handlebar. On the right-hand side, it's actually measuring thermo waves. So it's waves of, you know, parts of the body warming up with activity, muscles warming up. And obviously when muscles warm up, they're activated, they're generating, you know, muscles, they're strengthening and toning. And look at the area, the inner thigh, the lower abdomen, the lower back, the core muscles, and the very important pelvic floor muscles, which as we age, unfortunately, unless we take time out to do those Kegel, I can't even say the word, exercises, which I do remember having babies and going,
but how do you even know if you're doing it right?
No, exactly. And actually, after my 5th child, I was like, I think I gave birth to my pelvic floor because it's just not even there.
Right.
It's not it anyway. And then you just think, well, never mind. It's have a baby, have an accident, just live with it. No. When I realized the significance of doing this move and how it was actually doing that strengthening for me, I'm like, you know what? I need to travel around the world, spread the word, and make it my mission to say to people, look, it's not too late. It's not that you can't do anything anymore. Take back control.
Absolutely.
You know, just go back to life where you can cough, sneeze, and laugh, where you can go to a shopping mall and go, where are the shops? Not where are the bathrooms? Get on a long journey.
Right.
Get on a plane. How many people are like, I don't like to take long journeys because I'm just not sure, you know. Or maybe it's stability in the legs. How many people, you know, you don't want to go for a walk because you might walk there and then you're not strong enough to walk back. Or maybe you're just not walking. The family's going for a lovely walk and you're like, I don't feel that strong anymore. There's always a reason not to do any movement, going out, any, you know, going to a gym.
There's always an excuse.
Too expensive, it's too hot, it's too cold, I don't have time, I haven't got the money. No. 1 minute a day.
Here's your solution.
In your home.
60 seconds is all it takes once a day. Put it on 4 interest for easy pays, $22.49 to get it home. It was originally $150. We have a great testimonial we'd love for you to take a listen to, so let's watch this.
Hi, my name is Emily Habgood from Thermomed Australia, Medical Interpretation. Today we're going to be demonstrating what the Leg Master can do and highlighting what areas and what muscles and muscle groups will actually be activated during this process. So this is our baseline, and we'll take an image shot, and while she's actually exercising, we will be able to see what will be highlighted. And it's very difficult for women that's had children, especially after the 3rd child. We do know that the actual stomach lining itself can be separated. And this is such a great tool for us to see instant results. So we can see on the screen very visually, these are the areas that are being highlighted. So we're looking at the pelvic floor region here. And we know that when we've had children, especially after the 3rd one, the abdomen itself, the muscle tears. And it's very difficult for us to get that muscle tone back. And we can see within using this just within seconds, these muscles are really being highlighted.
And that is the Leg Master. We're so glad that you're here joining us on this today's showstopper price. It's the lift and tone. And what you're doing is you're activating and helping the pelvic floor. You're activating those legs, you're firing up the glutes, but you're also engaging the core. So you're really getting a full body workout in 60 seconds. It doesn't get any better than that. Over 1,200 orders have been placed already. There are 4 interest-free easy pays of $22.49 to get it home. And I've got to mention this too, Fiona. As much as we're talking about this and all the things that it's helping with, it's also fun.
Oh, yes.
There's a fun factor to this.
It's quite addictive as well. Every time you walk past it, you think, okay, whilst the kettle's boiling, whilst the coffee's going through, or wake up in the morning whilst you're cleaning your teeth. Just get it done. Everybody's got 60 seconds a day. I mean, it comes fully assembled. It's actually very lightweight. I can just pick it up with one hand.
Oh,
so you can
light.
move it around.
Yep.
It has the handlebar. The only thing you have to adjust is the handlebar. And actually, this whole stem here comes off, so you can lie it flat, put it under a sofa, put it under a bed. And you can use it sitting down. I think it's important to talk about it sitting down because maybe you're looking and thinking, I love to hear about all the benefits. They're great. More energy, better night's sleep, mobility, stability, that whole long list. But maybe you're just thinking, I'm not sure about the standing. Use it sitting down, because sitting down whilst we're relaxing, let's just sit back, have a cup of tea, but get the legs moving, inner thighs, outer thighs. It's also moderate intensity aerobic activity. I think that's something we can talk about here.
That feels good.
That is going to help reduce the risk for many of us of things like heart disease, having a stroke. It's also going to regulate the blood pressure, cholesterol, and also help us maintain, you know, a good balance of our weight together with healthy eating. And these are important things that when you get, I can say it now, when you get to 60, I'm 60, okay, I was 60 last week.
Happy birthday.
You get to this age where you know you have to do something with all those big things approaching you, and you're like, how on earth do I help avoid them? Things like muscle mass as well. I love to talk about that because everything we sell, including the Leg Master, is about bone density. It's about muscle mass. And the way we can get that maintained is by doing strength training, resistance training, which is exactly this. So to actually get some huge benefits for literally just a few seconds a day whilst you're sitting, having a glass of lovely Australian wine, lovely Canadian wine, nice cup of tea.
I see where you're going with
nice
this.
biscuit. I know, I'm just thinking, yes, those little
You
treats.
can eat and enjoy this.
And not feel guilty because you're doing your movement.
Now, I do notice, so you collapsed it, which is really actually so great because you can customize it for height and when you're sitting, but you can also tuck it under the couch too when you're not using it.
Definitely. You can take the whole handlebar off, so it literally can pop under the sofa.
Okay, good.
And the only thing you have to do, it comes fully assembled. All you have to do is choose your height. Then you just lock down the handlebar. And we could do our first workout together. I don't even like to call it working out because
I don't call it that either.
Sneaky fitness.
Sneaky fitness.
Hands on the handle. Wait, so you kind of get in the fitness without realizing it. Hands on the handlebar. 1 foot on the pedal. Now, the pedals are big, okay? This is going to take a size 13, 14 foot. You know, this is a good size.
So even the guys can jump on this if they want to.
Oh, exactly. They have a pelvic floor too.
They do.
Definitely.
Right?
And even if we just do 1, 2, 3, 4, that's perfect.
You work your way up.
You will have activated, woken up internal muscles. You've got the inner thigh, the outer buttock.
I see that too.
Slimming, toning, burning calories. That happy dolphins. Now that's another thing.
Oh, talk to us about those.
Well, I think any movement is going to release endorphins. I call them happy dolphins, but it's endorphins, which are those happy chemicals. You can go to the gym and get them. You can do a body pump class and get them. You can pay that membership and get in your car and buy those lovely clothing. Or you could do them in the comfort of your own home after a minute a day. And I'm for the minute a day to get them, you know, because as soon as you get going, they are released.
It's like the lazy girl workout, you know, but you know you're doing something good for yourself. Over 1,300 have been spoken for and orders been placed. So congratulations on picking this up. I remember last time on the visit, I tried to get one for my mom.
I know.
Sold out. Sold out. So this is fair warning right now that, you know, you got to get this in the cart before it's gone and put 4 interest-free easy pay payments that for you shop for $22.49. I have to keep looking at the price, Fiona, because I'm like, this doesn't justify the price of what you're going to be getting. And you can use this every single day. We're going to ship it to you for free. We have our 30-day money-back guarantee, but what I have a feeling is that you're going to love it so much, you're going to want to gift this to somebody else as well, too, because you're going to notice the benefits as well.
Definitely. And actually, you've got nothing to lose.
No.
What I love about, you know, the shopping channel is you've got the opportunity to absolutely change your life. And if you look at reviews that we have around the world, so many of them say, this has changed my life.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, because just by trying it, you have the possibility of putting laughter back in your life without going, oh my goodness, maybe putting that long journey, maybe starting doing something like pickleball. People are loving pickleball, but maybe just the idea of moving around on your feet, you don't feel secure anymore. I mean, it's sad when you stop doing the things you want to do just because your muscles aren't as strong as they used to be. You're just not as, you know, stable as you want to be. So whether it's that, whether it's just you want to feel more energized. I mean,
do it all.
It's heading towards midnight in England, and I'm like flying high because I'm just doing some movement.
You're a little bit on jet lag.
So whatever it is, for the sake of, you know, just over $20 to try it.
It's less than $1 a day. And I've got to even notice here as well, too, as we look at the animation and as you were working out, Fiona, you know, when we're walking, we're moving forward. But in this moment here, we're moving lateral, right? So we're moving from side to side. And that makes even a bigger difference.
It's very different from normal activity, from stepping and cycling. So it's using hard to reach muscles, but important muscles. My muscles, you know, life moves in different ways. It doesn't always move in the forward motion. But look at all these muscles. They're being fired up, they're being toned and strengthened, they're being slimmed and trimmed and burning calories as well. You know, burning calories not just whilst you're on the leg master, but up for 48 hours afterwards. So a couple of nights sleep, you're going to still be burning calories. So
you're going to feel it.
A huge amount of benefits for a really, really small amount of effort.
Absolutely.
Huge amount. Effortless,
and whisper quiet. So again, we're moving lateral, we're moving out. So, you know, you're really working on the inner thighs. And they say the stronger your thighs are, the longer your longevity is.
I know, but I mean, that's...
Did you hear that too?
Yes, Carrie said that in the first show. And it makes sense, because I always think the strength of your muscles is an indicator of strength of other muscles in your body, of which one of which is your heart. So actually, if you're thinking, I'm getting weaker, which you will. If you don't use the muscle, you'll lose it. We know that. So unfortunately, you have to do something. And whether it is the Pilates class, that's great. Whether it's going for a lovely long walk, which in Toronto would be a bit hot and sweaty at the moment. Whether it is the set of dumbbells, fabulous. But maybe if none of those are making you think, I'm going to do it, this could be the perfect opportunity, because those muscles will stay strong, including muscles like the heart.
Exactly, and it's all connected to the heart anyway, so we want to make sure that we're doing our part and we can live a long life, a quality life.
Say yes to life. This is one of my new things.
Say yes to life.
And everything you want to do in it.
Fiona, you're so inspirational.
I do like that.
I love that a lot. This is a Leg Master. It is our today's showstopper. It's lift and tone. When you're ordering it online, it's under the color purple. Okay, so just as you know, but it does have like black on here as well. Very gender neutral. It just looks good. It's a nice, sleek, slim design that can fit in any home, whether you've got a large space or a smaller space. Like I live in a condo. I have this. I go make the coffee. I go on here for 60 seconds, Fiona, first thing in the morning. Honestly, you feel like you have achieved something. You know, it's like making up your bed in the morning. You know, you feel like you've achieved something.
But you have woken everything up. You've woken up your calorie burning. You've woken up your mind. You've blown away the cobwebs. Whilst you're cleaning the teeth.
Exactly.
In less time than it takes for the coffee to go through the filter.
You're
in less time it takes to do the toast. And then you can actually leave the house and say, well, I've already done my fitness for today. You don't need to tell anybody it was 30 seconds on the Leg Master, but you know what? You will feel more energized. You will feel like you have got a spring in your step, because everything has woken up and everything has just got going a little bit better than it would if you just got out of bed and sloped your way to the door.
Right. It's just a great way to kickstart the day, but you can really do this any time of the day, right? There's no really time requirement. And one thing I noticed, yes, you can go up to 60 seconds, but because it's in your sight, you're like, I'll just hop on for another 15 seconds, right? You walk past it again, like in the middle of the afternoon, you're like, okay, I'll just hop on, do another 10 seconds, right? So you start to almost do like 5 or 6 minutes throughout the day, but all you really need is 60 seconds. And I'm telling you that because I did 60 seconds and I hopped right back off. Like, you don't have to, you know, strain yourself, because I did that the first time, Fiona. I will say, caution, do not go over the limit. Work your way up. Work your way up.
Definitely.
I heard my story has gone global.
Yes. Yes, I remember it quite vividly, what was said when you first got on the leg master. So, but no, absolutely, start with a few seconds.
That's too hot for TV.
Yes, yeah, moving on from that one.
Yes. Okay, so just work your way up gradually. I love what you said. Like do 5, then go to 10, and then go to 15, right? Just, work your way up, but you will start to feel it. We are down to the last minute and a half here on the Today Showstopper. This is the Lift and Tone from Legmaster, and it's on for $89.99.
I think, honestly, globally, that is the best price.
It really is.
The best opportunity to literally change your life. I mean, it's a super sunny day here in Toronto, but maybe you want to go out and play with the grandchildren. Maybe you do want to take that journey, but you're too fearful. Maybe I always think, aging is a privilege. Now that I'm getting old, I'm thinking, aging is a privilege, but we do have to age strong.
It's so true.
We don't want to lose our independence. No. We don't want to have other people doing things for us. I also think, moving is a privilege as well. It shouldn't be a punishment.
No, moving is medicine.
And for many people, movement is a punishment because, they haven't done anything, the body's got weaker, and it's just not working in a way. And I think so many people say, it's just too late. There's nothing I can do. But actually, people who are 100 years old use the Legmaster. We've had testimonials in Japan where we actually sold to almost like the plus 80s.
Wow.
Because they did a whole load of testing on the efficiency of the Legmaster versus things like, squats. I think it was squats, which I don't, it's supposed to be a position you do it in.
I never get it right.
I know. And
they're like do it like sitting into a chair.
Yeah, and then there's lunges.
The lunge in.
So they tested the lunges, the squats over just getting on the Legmaster and doing a minute a day. And the Legmaster was more efficient in calorie burning, it was more efficient in toning and strengthening. And they targeted the elderly, they targeted the people who were starting to have difficulties getting on and off the sofas. Reviews are phenomenal. I mean, people in their 90s and 100s saying, I've now got a spring in my step and I go up those stairs so easily because I've used the Legmaster. How amazing is that?
Well, because you're lubricating the joints, you're lubricating the knees, right? And that's so important. There it is, the Today Showstopper, the Lift and Tone from Legmaster, $89.99. Don't leave this presentation without getting this into the cart, tsc.ca. We're gonna be heading into the remaining items because it's going very, very quickly. So now's the time to get it, tsc.ca. Okay, well, Fiona, off the top of the hour, I actually teased off the gym magic, and really it is like having your own personal home gym. And it's so light, it's so easy, and this is another invention that your husband came up with, right? I feel like you and your husband are like the dynamic duo. You guys come up with these great inventions that are practical for everyone.
Well, usually we come up with inventions out of necessity, and actually the gym magic was because I was having some issues with the shoulder, which I think there's a lot of people over 50 that actually do have problems with shoulder. They actually have problems reaching for things or just lifting the arms over the head. You get those frozen things and pinch things and all sorts of things going on the shoulder. And I was having difficulty. I'd lost mobility in the shoulder. Then I was having difficulty sleeping at night because when I was lying on it, I was like, my husband said, Fiona, what you need to do is do some stretching. But stretches that bring with it resistance. So you're going to strengthen, you're going to stretch, you're going to remobilize. We've created something which has resistance bands. Why? Because they work. We know that. I mean, there are products out there. They're long bands, the short bands, the fat bands, the red bands, the yellow bands. They're all great. They absolutely are great. But we wanted something that was just one bar that could bring stretches into your life, stretches that bring with them resistance training, strength training for the bone density, muscle mass, stretches that you could do bicep curls with, tricep curls with, chest presses that you could take away with you when you go on holiday. The gym magic is almost like the whole of the gym in the palm of your hand. There is basically nothing that you do at the gym that you can't do on the gym magic. So perfect for teenagers that maybe can't afford to do, to have that gym membership.
For like $60 a month. Well, you can actually get this home one-time investment for under $40. Now, I noticed in one of the demos, she was just sitting in bed. Can you show us how she was doing that?
No, definitely. I mean, firstly, can I just mention to you?
Oh, sure. Yeah, please, Fiona.
The bands, okay. Just with one single rotation, you are adjusting the strength of it. So this is the other thing that I love about this.
Let's see that again. See that show that in motion?
If we're going to do a bicep curl, but we rotate the band once, we suddenly have added maybe 5 pounds to it. Rotating it again, 10 pounds to it. Rotating again. So every time you move the band around and you shorten it, you are increasing intensity. So maybe it is your son that wants to do some amazing, you know, bicep curls, tricep dips, or maybe it is chest presses. All the way up here, you have the opportunity to increase the intensity. Maybe he's saying, well, you know what, the one thing I'd really love to have is a rowing machine, but have you got $2,000? Have you got the space for it?
Let's see.
This is the perfect way. Honestly, I think you can do everything with this. This is your rowing machine.
Go.
This is your rowing machine. But maybe, whilst I'm sitting here, I want to do some leg lifts, okay? But I can change the intensity and do even more strong leg lifts. I could then do an oblique twist. I could then do an assisted sit-up, which is putting me in the perfect position. I could then do what I think you were asking me to do, which is some lovely stretches above the head, which I absolutely love. And obviously, I'm on the floor, but I could be just sitting on my bed. So as you can see under here, hiding, because it is so small, is another gym magic.
No way, I didn't even see that.
Just under there.
Look at that.
You could just take it out. And the first thing you do in the morning is just help remobilize, help the range of motion in your shoulders by adding a little bit of resistance, strength training, so you're strengthening the whole area, burning calories, waking up the heart, the lungs. So when you get out of bed, you know, instead of us just sitting there going, oh, let's do a stretch, let's do a stretch with Gym Magic. So you're bringing with it strengthening, toning, remobilizing.
Look how limber you look too when you do that,
again,
right?
Now I have no difficulty sleeping with a shoulder. We also have a fabulous wall chart that it comes with.
Yes, it does.
And we have 4 routines, one of which is the seated. They're about 10 minutes long. So I am there literally holding your hand, doing some seated core moves, doing some abdominal muscles, doing some leg raises, sitting in the seated one. But we also have beginner, intermediate, advanced. So
that feels good.
Literally a long amount of time to follow on with me and just keep your mobility, your stability, your range of motion just by simple moves.
I like the obliques. Like I can feel that instantly. It's like bam,
But
bam.
it is, as soon as you lift up, you're having to engage the core muscles, the leg muscles.
Feels good.
Have a look at it. It literally
Lightweight.
is, I'm holding it on one finger, super soft, super nice. We designed it the perfect width so that you can just pick it up. You turn it the other way around as well. These are ones I absolutely love. And these literally are simple stretches that you just, in the morning, and what's happening here is with these simple stretches, you are bringing with them the resistance training, the strength training. You're bringing with them the helping in range of motion. So as you can see, I'm standing on the bar, but I'm reaching for the sky all the way over, and this is going to help with the reaching motion up, doing the windows or onto the shelves, because life doesn't always move in a bicep curl. It doesn't always move in just...
But you have that option to do it in here.
You can do the bike. You could do all of the things at the gym, or you could just do simple moves for the obliques. Maybe it's doing the seat belt or putting on your jacket. This kind of movement can be really challenging. Or maybe it is just gentle stretches, but effortless, easy, efficient, and effective. I love all my E words because that is exactly what you're getting. But the diversity with a capital D, versatility with a capital V, because it is standing, sitting. I mean, I've stood here, I've sat down and done a full body workout. I've sat on the floor and done a full body workout. I've stood and done a full body workout. I actually haven't moved more than here. I haven't taken out a gym membership. I haven't left the room. I could just be wearing pajamas. I'm just at home. But the amount of stretching and strengthening and resistance for my level, my teenage son's level, if I had one, my grandmother's level, is just phenomenal. I mean, it really is for the whole family, all ages, all ability levels.
And I love that you can improve your flexibility, because I find as we get older, that's another big thing, is that we're trying to improve our flexibility, our motion, our range of motion, right? As well as also adding muscle tone and everything else that you're getting. But I always find that getting that flexibility gets harder as we age. And this is a really opportunity to help improve that and enhance that experience with the Gym Magic. And we've got a great testimonial lined up, so take a listen to this.
burning calories, you're working every single muscle in the body. You can take it anywhere. It's an all-over body workout. I'd really recommend it to anybody that's starting out, that's never worked out before. You can make it as hard or as easy as you want.
I can even use it at work if I want to, and that's really great.
I love doing the core, and I can feel those muscles working, and it's so simple.
Marmite lady.
Oh, we're having too much fun over here. See, that's the thing. You're not winded. You can still have a conversation, and you can do the workouts. This is the gym magic. This is part of the Leg Master. Here's the Leg Master. This is our today's showstopper, but right now we're focusing on the gym magic. This is Fiona Summers. If you haven't met her before, she's just incredible, a real powerhouse and a jet setter. I've got to just say, you've been traveling the world nonstop, but still making time to get your fitness in.
Definitely, and I think fitness, we often think about strength training, we think about resistance. Well, we do now because it's very topical, bone density, muscle mass. But one thing we forget are stretches. And with the gym magic, you have the opportunity to do effortless, easy, efficient stretches.
And safely.
Whether it's out the top, whether it's out the front, whether it's to the side, whether you want to sit down, whether you want to just do some abdominal moves, whether you want to sit down and carry on that shoulder stretch. Maybe you want to sit down. Every time I rotate round, the band gets shorter, so you have the opportunity to do leg lifts. It does come with my fabulous bag. We haven't mentioned that. We do have a nice carry bag that you can have with it.
Okay.
It's got a whole wall chart with 15 moves in it. It's also got a DVD with 4 different routines. Look at these muscles being activated, toned, strengthened. Just by holding the bar, you have got a full body workout. You've got the whole of the gym in the palm of your hand. Or you've got easy, efficient, effective, effortless stretches that bring with them your strength training. They bring with them resistance training. And we know resistance is important for that bone density and muscle mass. I'm telling you, I'm 60.
Especially for the ladies, you know, with osteoporosis, we want to be very mindful of that. And that is part of your, you know, exclusive bundle, the Leg Master. Remember, you're getting, with that gym magic, you're getting the wall chart, so you'll never run out of exercises. In fact, I'm pretty sure, Fiona, you came up with over 100 of them.
200, actually.
200, okay.
And every time I do a show, somebody does something else, I'm like, I need to make another DVD because I've got some fabulous new ideas.
Yes, but it keeps it fresh and exciting. It's never boring.
But also it's specific to you, whether you want an upper body. Maybe it is like I had it for my shoulder. I was having difficulties with my shoulder. Maybe it is just you want to do some leg lifts or some core workouts. It absolutely, it just does everything.
It's everything. It's the full body workout.
Price-wise? How much is a gym membership?
Oh gosh, 50, 60 bucks with tax if you're going to a nice gym.
For 1 month.
Okay, let's talk about the stepper because we can use it in conjunction with our today's showstopper. The stepper is the lift and tone, blockbuster pricing. So priced like a today's showstopper, but very limited in the quantities we have. You can see it's already beside our Leg Master, the lift and tone. And we were saying this is a great add-on to your experience. And you can do that on 2-inch wrist-free easy pays, $39.99. Okay, so Fiona, talk to us about this because this is the latest edition.
Well, the stepper was created because of you, the customer.
Okay.
As you mentioned before, everything else is forward motion. When you're walking, when you're cycling, when you're swimming. That's great. Leg Master is lateral. But I had so many customers saying to me, I don't do the forward motion. I don't do the steps. I mean, isn't it that huge 10,000, you know, which
10,000
just
steps
seems a huge amount. So what we've done is we've created a stepper for our customers.
Okay.
And every single customer that has ever bought a Leg Master, of which there are 5 million worldwide, this will sit over. So if you've got the blue Leg Master, if you've got the pink one, that we've done all sorts of Leg Master, that will go over, even if you bought it 20 years ago, which I think my husband sold them in Canada 20 years ago.
Okay.
This will fit over it. But if you want to buy this and put it over, it is the perfect way, because all you have to do, hold the handlebar. All right. Great for stability. You're just going to put your feet on it. Now, maybe you can only use 1 foot. So for a lot of people, one of the many excuses not to do anything is because they can't use 1 foot. So this is a perfect way to help rehabilitate if you've had some problems. You can just get going. There is resistance springs at the bottom that should giving a little bit of support, but a little bit of resistance. So again, perfect for getting the strength training in, perfect for the muscle mass, the bone density. Obviously, you can step it up a little bit. Great for mobility in the hip, for circulation, for lubricating the legs. But we're not getting hot and sweaty. We're not getting rained on. We're not fearful of falling.
That's right.
I mean, we could just be standing watching television. You could be on a call. in the comfort of your own home, this is the perfect way to bring those steps in and get going on that journey of 10,000 a day that we're supposed to do.
Well, you could only do it like a minute a day and still get all of, the benefits here as well too, because this is great for all fitness levels.
Oh,
right?
100%.
Yeah.
You really can dictate the level you want to do. And I think when I've done this, I can do, just at a very, very slow level, I could do maybe 150 in 1 minute. So just think about how quickly you could actually clock up 10,000 of these. And again, start very slow.
Yep.
Literally 1 foot at a time. Every time you do this, you are using over 200 leg muscles, the ankles, the knees, the calves, the shins, literally important muscles, so that when you do go out, you're not fearful of falling. You are able to pick your feet up. The amount of elderly people that they find it difficult just picking their foot up.
Well,
and then they run the risk of
falling.
tripping.
Yes.
So this is the perfect way of bringing steps into your home, which is exactly what the customer wanted. They were like, Fiona,
this was a customer
we're not doing the
request.
steps.
You
We
asked
need your
for
help.
it. We brought it in on a blockbuster price here today. So blockbuster price like a Today Showstopper, very limited in the quantities we have. It's a great addition to the Today Showstopper. Do you want to just show how you put it onto the Today Showstopper, Fiona, really quickly? I know it's so simple.
It's fully assembled.
Yeah.
All you do is you pop it over, and again, it will go over every leg master we have ever created. But we should show it sitting down as well.
Let's do it.
Because you don't have to use it over a leg master. And you can either use it this way around, which I quite like. You're just sitting and you are getting mobility into this whole area. There's muscles, there's ligaments, there's tendons. Sit back, relax, but interrupt that sitting by getting the legs going. You can also do it the other way around. Now, this is a good way, again, sitting back, this is a good way of doing the fronts of the shins. I always think these are like your brakes. Yes, you got the ankle. I could have done with this on my flight back from Australia, let alone my flight yesterday. Because when you're on a flight, what are you doing? You're not moving. And then your feet are like 17 times bigger and you can't get them in your...
swollen, right? The blood's not circulating.
If you're somebody that's saying, this part of my body is not good by the end of the day, this is a great way of strengthening the four bits, which again, I call my brakes. When people fall, they tend to fall forward, not backwards. This is a great way of getting mobility. Oh, I could feel it just...
Did it fire up? Did you hear fired up there?
Yes.
Well, we're down to 265 now left for all of Canada, and we're saying this is a great addition to the Today Showstopper. But if you're simply just going to use it the way Fiona's using, you're sitting while you're getting fit and really working up the muscles and protecting the shins. But I love that you can reverse it, because then you're firing up different muscles as well, too.
It's different muscles. Basically, it's important to keep all your muscles flexible, usable, because if you think about it, life doesn't necessarily move forward.
No.
It moves side to side, it moves backwards and forwards. And maybe you can only use 1 foot. My husband had an ankle fusion. He's like, well, I can't do anything now. And I'm like, well, actually, you can. You could just use the 1 foot.
Yeah.
And when the other one gets going, start using that. But no, it's the perfect way to use it. You don't have to use it with a leg master, but I think it's great because of the handlebar. But use it sitting down. I could actually be on a Teams call, just sitting there, but getting... And again, your own pace. It could just be 1 foot at a time.
You know what this is good for, too? People who shake their leg a lot when they do stuff. Like, I'm going to give this to my husband, because he does this a lot, where he's sitting and he's, like, shaking his leg. And I'm like, okay, like, with everything okay? So I think it's sometimes even the kids, too. Like, maybe they're moving a lot, right? So this is a great way to add that movement to their everyday. So